Shalom. Let's start about giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those electors pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth in all fair truth and sincerity. Alright, it's the brother I'm on the bod from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. And we'll get to the sentence going to just about how so-called white man Esau Edomite's kingdom is divided. The nation of Esau Edom, they're not seeing eye to eye with what these wicked leader Esau Edom are trying to push as their new world order agenda. Which is the depopulation agenda, and then ultimately the MOTV, Revelation 13 and 16. To try to try to get the masses of the people to take the chip, which gonna be the new currency, of the world. They're trying to push it as the new currency of the world, So that's what's coming, But I said not not all these Edomite so-called white people, red people are not with the wicked elite agenda, So what's gonna happen when you're not agreeing on one accord, as a house, you're gonna fold, So I'm getting to it. It's Mark 3:23, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? Mark 3:24. So that's the Lord, Yahushua, asking the question. And Mark 3:24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So yeah. So if a kingdom, which is this is the so-called Esau Edomite's rulership right now. So-called white people, red people, this is their rulership. So but they are dividing against themselves. So if a kingdom be divided, it's not gonna stand. Like I say, you gotta be on one accord with, everything that y'all agreeing with. If you're not on one accord, I say, house gonna be a house divided and not agreeing on everything, it's gonna fall. Especially agreeing on what the wicked leader Esau Edom are trying to do. And not all the Edomite so-called white people, red people are not with it. But reading on Mark 3:25, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So like I say, house be divided against itself, not gonna stand. So that's what you're seeing now. You're seeing these other countries, these other Edomites. I say not other Edomites, but these Edomites, that are revoking against what these so-called white man Esau Edomites, the elites of Esau Edom, are trying to push. America, Babylon Great. You got other countries, starting to hate this place. That's against it, against America, Babylon Great. So that's what's happening. You're seeing a divided house, and you're seeing the fall. You're seeing the fall of it right now. With, like I say, not agreements amongst Esau Edomites, so-called white people. There's not a mutual agreements. They're not coming together. In their meetings. They're not agreeing. So what's gonna happen? Just a falling. You starting to see it now. So according to the prophecies of the word of the Lord, from the apostles, elders, brethren, great millstone that had the truth of the word of the Lord, you're starting to see that now. You're starting to see the so-called Esau Edomites, red people. You're starting to see that kingdom fall right before their eyes. It's fall like they not, like I say, they're not together. There's no togetherness. And like I say, a house divided, like I said, the scripture said, a house divided cannot stand. You know. But Mark 3:26, and if say rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. So yeah. So these so-called white people, Edomites, like say, they get their power, from the left hand side, say, but Lord Yahweh Shai, he controls everything, So these devils, these Edomites, really, they think they have some power, but really they don't. So everything's the will of the Lord, and really their time is up. Esau Edomites rule. They at the end of their rulership, their time, or their rulership is up. So you see these devils, they scrambling, trying to do what they can to keep their kingdom going, coming down with their unrighteous decrees and laws and so forth, to try to get the mass of the people to comply, or else this gonna happen, that gonna happen to you, So they coming down with that great wrath. But that tells you they're at the end, They're at the end of this is the end of their rule, man. So what's next to come? Once the so-called Esau Edomite is done away with, once this kingdom, this wicked kingdom of Esau Edom, so-called white people, red people kingdom is done, we'll go to I'll go 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part and sunder of times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? So yeah. So, Ezra asking the question of when shall be the part and sunder of times? So when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of the follow? So we at the end, of the so-called Esau Edomite's kingdom. So what's gonna be after this? 2nd Ezra 6 and 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So Esau came out first, and then Jacob held the heel of Esau. That's symbolic to Esau. This is his rule right now, but Jacob held the heel of Esau. That's the symbolic of when the Lord Yahweh Shai, when he returns, he's gonna take down Esau Edomite's kingdom. He's gonna throw it down. He's gonna throw down Esau, the so-called Esau Edomite's kingdom. He's gonna burn it up with fire by way of the chariots, so-called UFOs, but ultimately thermal missiles. They're gonna be shot towards America, Babylon the Great. And to different parts of the country as well. But the main target and more of the missiles are gonna be shot towards America, Babylon the Great. But see this verse, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So Esau is the end of the world. This is the end of a rulership. Not of the whole earth gonna be destroyed. That's not the case. The whole earth is not gonna be destroyed in this upcoming World War III. This upcoming war, which is fast approaching. This is gonna be the war. Gonna be the end of all wars. It's gonna be the great wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shai. To bring nothing but a whole bunch of destruction, death and destruction to this so-called Esau Edomite kingdom. And also, like say, the thermal missiles and the fire that the Lord Yahweh Shai gonna bring to this place, to the world, Esau Edomite's world, to America, Babylon the Great, different countries, they're gonna get hit with missiles and by the fire wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shai. It's gonna be that cleaning agent, clean all this wickedness and filth, man, that Esau Edom, the so-called man, has, him being the rule, has pushed out this, the pollution, or this pollution in the earth, wickedness and deception, and messing up the earth and messing up the air and the water and the food and so forth. So that fire is gonna be the cleaning agent that the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna bring, to clear all this this filth out, this wickedness and filth out the way. So Jacob so-called Negro, Latino, Jacob, which is the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, gonna be the ones that gonna be in next and rule once the Lord Yahushua take down Esau, Edom, out of his power seat. So yeah, so with that, I ain't want to make this too long. I just want to go into that, how Esau, Edomites, so-called white people, red people kingdom, is divided. It's just a matter of time. Once society start crumbling. People just gonna be out here losing their mind. Revolting. Rising up against the unrighteous decrees of what they what these devils, Esau, Edomites, are pushing with this. With this DJ, the jab. So. With the devil juice they pushing. So, we are at the end. So it's just a matter of time. You start seeing, like I said, society collapsing. And then ushering these devils, Edomites, so-called white people, ushering they MOTB. To have the problem to the solution. But they're gonna have trouble trying to pushing on the masses of the people, because this truth is out there, and most people know, what the MOTB is in Revelation 13:16, so we at the end, and not much longer, I can't say how long, but we here, But with that, I didn't want to make it too long. So again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sasakin brothers, to the few Aqua sisters. Do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua, keep fighting when that say Shalom.